Good morning. Welcome to worship and happy 4th of July from First Presbyterian. I hope you've been able to enjoy this holiday weekend, finding a new or perhaps altered way to celebrate that seems to be our new normal for a while. This weekend, we hold in tension the celebration of much of what we love about our country and our hopes for the full realization of the dream of life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness for all who live in this great land of ours. First, a note about today's service. This is the first Sunday of the month, and as such, we will be celebrating communion together. There are two ways that you can do this. First, if you want to partake on your own as part of this liturgy, you can hit pause right now and go prepare your elements, your bread and your drink. As part of the videos for today, there is a full communion liturgy. However, you also have the option of joining us at 10:45 this morning for a Zoom communion gathering with each other. If that is the case, I would encourage you to skip over the communion liturgy when it comes to that point in the video and instead join us online at 10:45 via the link found in the front page of the website or in this week's email. There we will move through the communion liturgy together. Now, looking toward the future, we continue our work toward offering drive-in church in our parking lot beginning July 19th. The rates of infection and other risk factors are being monitored alongside Linn County and the state's guidance. But as of right now, this semi-in-person option is still on the table. Just as a reminder, we will be holding this live worship experience a bit earlier than we normally would, and we will be gathering and starting at 9 a.m. That's on the 19th, 2 weeks from today. Though we are excited to offer this worship option, I do want to stress that we will continue to have a fully online option for worship. If you do not feel comfortable in gathered spaces, even the outdoors, or if you are in the risk categories for COVID, or if you have been exposed to the virus or feel ill in any way, shape, or form, we ask that you please remain at home and make use of our online worship options. Now, also, Vacation Bible School is going virtual this year on July 13th through 15th. Our theme is Illustrated Ministries Compassion Camp. In a world that is hurting, we are going to be talking about how we show our love for God by loving others and by loving ourselves. Now, what does virtual VBS look like? There are several parts to it. Signing up reserves a VBS to-go box for your family. Inside are supplies and coloring sheets and some simple lessons if you want to do these things on your own time frame as a family. Everything you need is right there in the box. A popsicles and pickup for those boxes is this Friday, July 10th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. You can drive by the church parking lot, pick up your box, grab a popsicle and a picture, and then you are off and on your way. That's not the end of it, though. It's not just the box, because on July 13th, 14th, and 15th, we will be holding a Zoom gathering from 6:30 to 7:30. There will be songs, the Bible story for the day, taught, discussion time, movement, and yoga, introducing the craft or the activity for the day, and a closing prayer. In addition, you will receive an invitation to be part of a VBS Facebook group, where each day there will be some extra videos and ideas for the day's theme. That's also a place where you can interact with your fellow campers and post pictures of your own campsites and creations. Now, our hearts and our prayers continue to be with those that we know in our community who are going through especially difficult times, made even more so by the hurdles provided by COVID. Our thoughts are with the families of those who have died during this time. Donna Brownell, whose services we just had this past week, Hal Messner, Cornelia Ross. We also recognize and lift in prayer those who are navigating the difficult challenges of providing and finding care for aging parents. We hold close all of those who are now continuing to have surgeries and receive treatments. And we remember all of those parents and families who are looking towards the new school year with a little bit of trepidation and wondering how they are going to manage to put all these different pieces together for their families in a safe and healthy way. We lift up all of those things in our prayers as well as many others. And now I invite you to join with me as we prepare ourselves for worship.